they ate the bread and wine as sinners. Are we communicating?
Yes.
And Jesus said, anytime you eat of it, remember I stood for or what I stand for. He said the next time you're going to see me eat of this again, it is when the kingdom of God has arrived. So it was two dispensations. Dispensation where they were sinners, and the dispensation where Jesus died, he resurrected, and he ate again with them. Are we communicating?
Yes.
Church, are we communicating?
Yes.
So the celebrating of the Eucharist or the Passover meal, a generation from darkness to light. Are we communicating? From struggle to glory. Church, are we communicating?
Yes.
Anytime you eat of it, remember, do this in remembrance of me. Now, most of us are Ghanaian, right? With the exception of few. All right? Taking who? I am. I'm not a Ghanaian. Yeah. So, when we mention Kwame Nkrumah, okay, everybody knows that he's a freedom fighter. True or false? When you mention Martin Luther King, he's a freedom fighter. Now, when you mention Jesus, remember of him. Salvation, right? You also remember that he is the one that ushered you into the kingdom of God. Are we communicating?
Yes.
So you remember him to be the one who gave salvation, okay, and who ushered you into the kingdom of God. That is why you can now approach the kingdom of God with all boldness. Church, are we communicating?
Yes.
First, you didn't have that right. First, you needed to go and see the priest give a dove or a sheep or a goat. You sacrifice it through the priest, and the priest will intercede on your behalf. But when Jesus, he broke that tradition and gave way for you and also approach the King of Kings. That is why you are heirs of and co-heirs with Jesus Christ. So you no longer, there's no longer a priest that must intercede for you or ask for forgiveness of sins for you. You can approach the throne of grace boldly. Listen, in the year 6, hear me, you are approaching the King of Kings boldness. Amen. Shout, I hear you.
I hear you.
This year, the sermons I'm going to preach attract a lot of enemies, but I must preach it anyway. Jesus has liberated us from of oppression and captivity, where the Pharisees and the Sadducees made sure that their followers look at the most righteous people. So when they saw them in the marketplaces, they bowed. The priests are here. They gave them seat because they were those who were on their behalf. The priests were showing forth as though they were the most righteous, but yes, though they were not. Are we communicating? And they made the people felt like Eli's sons, okay, because they belong to the clan. When the people come to meats, they took the fat ones, okay, they were celebrating. We have come to the dispensation where they have forgotten that they have been freed and they've been brought into the kingdom where they have and the power to declare a thing and shall come to pass. Now we have gotten to the dispensation where it is about pray for me, consultation, paying consultation fee. You hear from God. Are you sick at all? When you have access to the king, you are still queuing to hear from the king. Is somebody here with me?
Yes, sir.
When you have access to the king, you are still queuing to the king. Is somebody here with me?
Yes, sir.